Hey there, welcome to Ikra Technology. In this video, we're going to go over how to create an Odoo database, how to add users, and how to install applications. So, enough chit chat. Let's get into it. Getting started. Free trial. Create your first Odoo database. Start with free trial. Create an Odoo database in minutes. Explore modules like sales, purchase, and accounting. Edit and customize settings yourself. Learn by doing. No prior experience needed. This is one of the best ways to understand Odoo practically. So, let's start on odoo.com. I'm going to create a new database by clicking on Start Now. It's free over here in the center. Now, once I click that button, I'm going to be taken to a list of applications that I can install for my database. I'm going to select accounting and sales over here. I can add more apps later on if I want. On the right side, you can see 15 days free trial. No credit card required. Odoo provides a 15-day free trial with full access to business applications without any payment requirement. So, let's continue. Now we need to enter some basic information. First, we need our first name and last name, and also a company name. For the company name, I'm going to type Ellen's Company here. You will notice that this name is also used to create the URL for the Odoo database. But if you want a different URL, you can click the pencil icon and change it. Next, another important thing I want to highlight is the country section. You should choose the country where your company operates. Selecting the correct country is very important because it affects different things in your database, especially the chart of accounts. This is important because if you install the accounting application, the chart of accounts will depend on the country you selected. Once the chart of accounts is set, you cannot remove it later. So make sure you select the correct country here. For company size, we will leave it as less than 5. I can also select why I am opening this database and my primary interest. For this example, I'm going to say that I am a teacher. Alright, now we are ready to get started. Once I click this button, Odoo will start creating my database. After a short wait, the database will be fully created. When you enter the database in Odoo, the first thing you will notice is a big warning banner at the top of the page saying that an activation email has been sent. This means you need to register the database and click the activation link that was sent to your email. This is important because that is the only way to activate the database and start the full 15-day trial. So make sure you activate it through the email. Now, what happens if you don't activate the database within 3 hours? Well, all the data in your database will be removed and cannot be restored. So we must activate it using the email example shown on the screen. It should also be noted that some apps automatically install with others. For example, invoicing is installed whenever the sales application is installed. This happens because these apps work together during the sales process. Several applications are also installed by default in every Odoo database, including Discuss Calendar, Employees App Settings and others. We are going to quickly look at company information. I will go to the Settings application. Then we will focus on the section called Companies and select Update Info. If you look at the top left corner, you will see an option to add a photo. This is where we can upload our company logo. To do that, click Add Photo, select the logo, and click Save. If we want to edit it later, we can click the pencil icon. Here we can also add other information like company address, phone number, website. Now let's go back to General Settings. Let's focus on the Users area. I'm going to click Manage Users at the top. On this page, I can invite my team members to use the company database. By default, I am already listed as a user because I created the database. But I am going to create a new user for my associate, Elena. So, we will click on New button at the top right corner. We will name this user Elena Khan and enter an email. We can just copy and paste it. Perfect. Once we are done, we have a few other options. We can manage access rights from here. There are separate videos for that because it is explained in detail and there are different use cases. This is also the place where you decide if someone is an administrator, which is important for some actions that I will talk about later. Now going to the Preferences tab, we can change the user's language and other settings if needed. We can also choose the notification style, whether it should be by email or inside Odoo, and also set the dark mode preference if the user likes it. Once we create a new user, Odoo sends an invitation email. So we will click on Save at the top. And just like that, the invitation is sent. Elena can click the link in the email, create a password, set her preferences, and add a digital signature. If there is any issue, we can change the password by clicking on the gear icon at the top, and you will see the options there. Since Odoo is priced per user, our monthly cost will increase because we added Elena. You can check the exact pricing on the Odoo website or with your account manager. Now we can see that Elena is added as a user, but she has not logged in yet, so she should do that soon. Now let's go back to the main page. If I want to install another Odoo app to improve productivity, I don't need to go to the Odoo website. I can do it directly from the database. Just go to the Apps section, search for the app at the top or scroll and find one, and then click Install. Just like that, it will install the app and its modules in the database. It is important to remember that you must have administrator access to do this. Lastly, let's talk about demo data. I will go back to the home page. Odoo provides dummy data that you can use for training or testing workflows. To use it, go to Settings, scroll down, and activate Developer Mode. In my case, it is already active, so I only see the option to deactivate it. Once Developer Mode is active, you will see the option to load demo data. When you click it, you will get a warning. So it is very important not to use it in a production database that already has real data, because it can change or mix the existing data. When Developer Mode is turned off, this option will disappear for safety reasons. And that's it. Now you know how to create a database, install apps, add users, and understand demo data. Thank you for watching this video. If this video added value to your learning, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. For more practical tutorials, stay connected and keep learning.